Coming in, you guys, is day number 86 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. I've been getting into an ice bath very, very cold every single day. Generally, it's around 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We will see what it is here today. 32.3 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature of this big, beautiful ice bath. This is the Morozco Forge. It's a company that makes it so nice and filtrates the water and all the everything. So I've been getting in there every single day all year long, you guys. And so here we are, day number 86 of this challenge. And I'm real excited to have you guys join. I see a lot of my regulars are here already. Thank you all for being here. People like Linda and Sharon and Marcus and Bulletproof and Casey, all you guys, Lee. You're always here. You're one of the first ones always here. I really appreciate all of your efforts to be here. Okay. One of the things that I do when I get in the ice bath is, yes, I freeze my tushy off, but I always teach you about something. And this is something today that I just learned about yesterday. I was in an interview with one of the founders of the company Morozco Forge. He's a professor at a university. He's an engineer by training. And he was telling me something about cold therapy as it relates to movement that I think you're going to find really interesting. And then at the very end, I'm going to do said movement so you will be able to see what we're talking about. So let's set you down. Sharon says, watching you as we drive back from the coast. Well, welcome home. Come on back. And I see Nutrient Dense Teas is here and Mary's here. All kind of people coming in today. Thank you for being here, you guys. Appreciate that. It is very windy out here. You may hear the on the microphone on the iPhone getting blown. All right, 5 minutes on the clock. As always, it's hard to see because of that glare. And I'm going to turn it a little bit sideways so it's not glaring. And let's get in this thing. Lots of ice as always. I'm happy. All right, you guys. So yesterday morning, I was contacted by the PhD guy that works with Morozco Forge. He's one of the co-founders. Thomas Seeger is his name. And Thomas was fascinated by me doing all these ice baths. And he said, hey, can I interview you? Can we talk about like some of the temperature changes you've been seeing and all the other changes? And he didn't really know a whole lot about me. He didn't realize I was an author, an established author already. And so we talked a lot about cold therapy. I'm going to be putting up the interview on my page probably tomorrow. I'm having a little bit of trouble. I've been trying to upload it today and it's been giving me trouble uploading. So I'll try to re-upload it tomorrow on YouTube and on Instagram, and then I'll post it on Facebook from the YouTube link. But he brought up something about cold therapy and exercise. And he asked me the question, he says, do you ever go out for like a walk after you're done with your ice bath? And I said, well, no, because wouldn't that warm the body up? And I'm trying to let my body do its own warming up through brown fat activation, blah, blah, blah. He said, actually, there was a study where they looked at athletes where they had them do their exercise first and then the ice bath, and they found that their testosterone actually went down. But if they did the ice bath first and then did the exercise, just moderate exercise, then they saw a massive increase in their testosterone levels. I was like, really? That sounds Freaky Friday. So he is in his upper 50s. He said his testosterone now is like 1,200. That's super high. The co-founder, Jason, who I had on the Living La Vida Low Carb show a few months ago, his got up to 975. I'm like, all right, you're talking a man's language when you start talking about boosting their testosterone levels. So isn't that interesting? The order of ice bath exercise rather than exercise ice bath actually produces a boost in your testosterone levels for men. Whereas if you do the exercise first, then the ice bath, it actually goes down. So that's really interesting. All right, we're going to go under the water here. Lot of ice. Lot of ice. Lot of ice. So, in light of this brand new information that I just shared with you guys, I am going to do something I've literally never done on these ice bath challenges. We're going to go for a walk. So, I got my Crocs ready to go. Just going to slip those on real quick. And then I'll set you down here while I grab my shirt. I'll just put on one of my cowboy jersey shirts. And we will go out for a walk for the rest of this ice bath challenge. All right. Still dripping wet. Still dripping wet from the ice bath. But here we go. Here we go. So yes. Isn't this interesting? That the science actually is the opposite of what you would think. You would think that doing an ice bath after exercising would be the way to go. You would think that that would be what would give you better benefits. But this research, I just saw the sun back there. Sorry about that. This research says do the ice bath first, then go out. Do a nice little walk. He said do some jumping jacks, do some squats. I'm having a little trouble with one of my knees, which is why I'm not doing squats. But we're taking a stroll post ice bath. And yes, those of you who just came in, I just got done with my 5-minute ice bath. And I am testing something that an ice bath expert told me about yesterday. There is research out there that says after you get out of an ice bath, take a stroll. Doesn't have to be long. 15, 20 minutes walking. So I'm just going to walk around my property. I don't really have to go too far. Just walk around, take a spin. So fascinating, right? Because you would think doing the exercise, warming the body up, and then going into the ice bath, cooling the body down, that would be the order that would give you the benefits. But in actuality, I'm still so dripping wet, by the way. In actuality, it's the ice bath and then the slow warm that happens. Now I'm also getting lots of sun exposure, so this is another benefit of being out here right after the ice bath. What's funny is sitting in that ice bath, I sit on top of ice, and so this little TMI alert, my butt is numb, and so I can't feel my butt while I'm walking. That is a weird sensation. I know, TMI. All right, let's see what you guys think about this. So, I don't know, am I going to do this every day when I get out of the ice bath? Probably not. But maybe when I go off camera, go take a stroll. I do want to see my testosterone go up, so that would be really interesting. Thomas was very interested to see if I do this for a couple months, take an ice bath, go for a walk, take an ice bath, go for a walk, do that like every day for a few months, and then test my testosterone levels. Wouldn't that be a trip? Because I don't have horrible testosterone for a 50-year-old man. I have pretty good testosterone, so it can always be better. Bulletproof is here. Casey is here. Sharon, Lee, Marcus, Linda, Nutrient Dense. Sharon says, watching as we drive. Mary's here. Ketovor's here. Debbie, Kehoe Life. Gabby's here. Dan is here. Kira. Red Cash is here. Courtney, Melissa, Leon, Betty, Sunita Bonita. I love that name, by the way. Valeska. Debbie says, woo, I love the woos. Yeah, I was contacted in my DMs right before I came on the air from one of my followers, Courtney. She said her oldest daughter, I think it's like 8 or 9, does competitive gymnastics and does it for hours. And so she's tried to convince her little girl to do these ice baths, and they've watched my videos together. So she got her little girl to get into the ice bath the other day, and when she was coming out, she pointed at her mom and went, woo! I was like, oh, please get that on camera. I have to see a little baby Jimmy doing woo on camera. Getting out of an ice bath. I just thought that was adorable. That was really adorable. Hello, Dan. Kirsten is here. Cherish is here. Bulletproof says, I wanted to mention that I've read a lot about how you may not want cold after workouts because cold can act like a painkiller. It also stops the inflammation and then prevents recovery and muscle growth. You know, that's interesting because a lot of the science that I've been reading about recovery from working out is working out, then getting in an ice bath so that it speeds up the recovery. So there's a little bit of mixed science out there, Bulletproof, on this topic. I definitely want to try to figure out what is the better science. Like anything else in science, science can be good, science can be bad. I'm looking for some randomized trials that would either say one way or the other. But so far it's very mixed because there are some that claim doing the ice bath post-workout. And I guess it depends on the kind of workout. Is it long distance running? You've been running all day? Is it weight training? Like what kind of workout are we talking about? So that would be interesting. But those of you that came in late, the big revelation is there is a study where they had athletes do their athletic performance exercise and then get in an ice bath. They found that their testosterone dropped. And just for kicks and giggles, they decided to swap it. Let's have you do the ice bath first and then do your exercise. And they found that there's a boost in the testosterone. I'm trying to think of the mechanism as to why. Obviously, getting in the ice bath is a stressor. Getting in the ice bath would reduce inflammation pre-workout. Probably changes some hormones. Maybe it does boost the testosterone prior so that when you do the working out, I don't know. There's a lot of little mechanisms that could be going on there. It's just very fascinating to me. I've read that heat after workouts increases muscle growth. Very cool. Yeah, I used to do a podcast, Bulletproof, with Dr. John Lemansky called the Keto Hacking MD podcast. And he always encouraged me when we were stacking all these hacks, all these biohacks. He always encouraged me, flip the tire, which was my workout, and immediately go to the infrared sauna. That's what he said to do. And then after the sauna, immediately go to an ice bath. And then after the ice bath, immediately go to red light therapy. Then after the red light therapy, immediately go to do grounding and sunshine. So there was a bit of an order for him. And he saw the same thing that you're talking about, getting into the heat. And he said all of those things actually act in a similar way. So we look at exercise as the means for muscle growth, but actually sauna does the same thing. Ice bath does the same thing. All of them are stressors on the body, act in different ways to stress the body. But that stress is what produces the strength in the muscles. Pretty interesting. Now, I've had a couple of injuries. I've got a left knee and a right shoulder issue right now. Otherwise, I want to start flipping that tire again. So that tractor tire right there is what I like to flip. And yes, I need to mow my grass. It's starting to grow here. So that is something that's on the agenda. Hello, Cherish. Hello, Mariah. David is here. Laura's here. Debbie says, I'm so jealous of your son. Winter won't give up in Western New York. Well, there's an answer to that. Come move to the south. We get sunshine. It's not real warm today, but obviously warmer than where you are. But yes, we do like this time of year. Other than the people that have allergies, there's this nasty green stuff that's in the air that this time of year you can't avoid it. It's everywhere. Smilerista's here. Courtney says it was the best. Yes, she's the one that has the little girl. I go by Faith is here. Alex is here. Dan says, what do you think about running the testosterone question past Mike Mutzel? Actually, Thomas, the guy from Morozco Forge, he's the one that told Mike about it. So, yeah, I want to try to get my hands on that study, Dan, because I would definitely love to include it in my upcoming cold therapy book. And yes, those of you who have not heard, I will be beginning writing on a cold therapy book starting in May. I'm taking off the entire month of May from recording and airing my podcasts, so I can start working on cold therapy clarity. So we're going to kind of get into all the benefits and the pros and cons of each one of ice baths, cold showers, cold air exposure, cryotherapy. We're going to hit it all, you guys. And if you've read any of my other clarity books, one of the hallmarks of them is I go and find experts for moment of clarity quotes. So I'll be doing that as well. Wish me luck getting Wim Hof. Man is hard to get. He's got gatekeepers upon gatekeepers that make him hard to get, but I might pull the hey, I'm a 17-year podcaster, 3-time international best-selling author. Maybe I'll cajole them that way. I don't know, but regardless, I will be writing the book. And yeah, if you're familiar with my other 2 clarity books, Cholesterol and Keto Clarity, I try to make it simple, understandable, put the science in there, but then translate it very heavily so people don't get lost. Hello, Sabrina and Carol Ann, Vicky. Bulletproof says, yes, there's this book about heat by Brad Pilon. Yeah, I love Brad. Brad actually wrote a book called Eat, Stop, Eat, all about intermittent fasting long before it was popular. He actually said some of the exercise benefits may just be from the internal production of heat. Interesting. The more I'm learning about cold, it makes me appreciate what the ice bath does. Because yes, there are definitely benefits to the heat that you're referring to, but there's some incredible benefits to the cold. And here's the funny part, the ironic part. Some of the benefits of cold could be that they warm you up. So you guys have been seeing me talk about this quite a bit in my ice bath journey, that the more cold exposure that I've gotten, the higher my body temperature has gotten. Now, on a consistent basis, a lot of people is has your set point of your body temperature gone up? Is it 98.6 or is it 99.1? And I can tell you, I tested all throughout the day randomly. I need to do it on a more methodical basis and actually track the data. If we can get Oura Ring to get on the ball with their tracking, I'll be able to track it this way. But I don't know that my body temp has gone up, but I do see these waves where it will go up and it'll come down. It'll go up, come down. I've seen as high as like 100.6 and as low as 96.7. And it does these little waves all throughout the day. It's the most wicked thing I've ever seen. Never would have believed it had I not done this for myself. The sun is gorgeous today. It is, Cherish. Hello, Chris. Hello, Lynn. Kira says Huberman Lab has an interview about good research with increased exercise performance. Yeah, Andrew Huberman's another one of those people I would love to interview for the book and my podcast for that matter. He's another one that's hard to get, but definitely mad knowledge. Cherish says, do you find carnivore helps with allergies? I stopped taking Allegra D since I adopted carnivore. Honestly, I don't know if there is a mechanism by which carnivore helps with allergies. You're removing all the histamine foods, so that would make sense. If all you're eating, and I heard your interview with Raymond yesterday, Cherish, if all you're eating is beef, then yeah, you're eliminating all the histamine foods. That would make sense why you would have probably relief from allergies. So that would be the only thing I can think of. Chicks Harding is here. Karen is here. Spencer Bulletproof says it's fascinating since cold increases brown fat, which increases heat production. Yes, all these people that tell me, and I had a guy on Twitter today, well, that's all nice that you're doing those ice baths, but I'm never doing that. Oh, okay, you're not hurting my feelings not doing an ice bath. It's kind of like the people that always get weird around me about keto. Oh, sorry, Jimmy, this isn't keto. I'm like, I don't care how you eat. I don't care how you eat. I'm not the keto police, and I'm definitely not the ice bath Nazi. I don't care if you decide to get cold or not. I'm just telling you the information. What you do with that information is up to you. But it is ironic, the very people who complain about cold, oh, I could never do cold, I get too cold, so blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you're too cold, you got to make yourself cold to make yourself warm. It's true. And I know I'm just an N equals 1, but all these fluctuations in my body temperature, mimicking a fever and I'm not sick, don't tell me that's an accident. Don't tell me, well, that's just happening to you, Jimmy. It's happening because if you're cold and you make yourself cold often and you start adapting to that, one of the benefits is you start getting warm. I like to say that ice baths are making me hot, but that's kind of a little braggadocious. Fergon is here. Texas Livingston, Levon, Adek, Jules. Yes, thank you guys for being here today. Always fun to just hang out with you guys. Jibber jabber about ice baths and cold therapy. This has really become a passion for me since I've seen such amazing benefits from doing this. All I want to do is just share what I know. miles, like I've always done my whole career. All right, you guys, thank you. And Adex says, you are so sweet. Thank you. I'm just me. I don't know how to be anything else but me. But appreciate you guys hanging out with me here on day number 86. And yeah, lots of great things to come here, you guys. I'm here all year long doing these ice baths. Tomorrow, I have an interview at 1 with a friend of mine from South Africa. His name is Glenn Finkel. So if you've ever been to one of the Adapt Your Life events with Dr. Westman, he's the guy that puts them together for Dr. Westman. You might remember the Adapt bars. If you ever had the Adapt bars, same company. Well, they've got a brand new thing called Adapt Your Life Academy. So he's going to come on and talk about that. He's going to talk about some of the things that Dr. Westman is up to in his work. Should be a lot of fun here on Instagram Live. And then, of course, 5 o'clock, I'll be back with my ice bath video, talking to you guys. It's what we do here. But this was fun, taking a little stroll. I can tell you, I'm not cold, I'm not shivering, none of that stuff. But I'm still cool, even though I've been pretty much walking around constantly now, 20 minutes. It's an interesting concept. If you get in the ice bath and then walk for 20 minutes, and you do that every single day, and it boosts your testosterone, if that actually happens, I'm a believer. So I will have to keep track of that. My only concern about walking after the ice bath. What in the world? We had a storm and I think it knocked off one of my things. I just noticed. Is just losing reception while I'm out there. But as far as the physical walking, it's no big deal. No big deal. I enjoy the physical walking. I do all the walks all the time anyway. So incorporating a little walking post ice bath, that's doable. And it's something for you guys to take home as the message as well is, all right, you're doing these cold showers. How about at the end of the cold shower, you decide to do this number. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That'll get your blood flowing. Whew. So you can do something like that. You can do squats. There's all kinds of things you can do. And yes, that was Jimmy Moore flexing for all the haters out there. You're not fit. Whew. Yes, I know I have a long ways to go with the fitness level, but I can do jumping jacks. I can walk. All right. So yeah, find something after you do your cold showers, after you do your ice in the bathtub, something that will get your heart moving. My heart's moving. What is my body temperature doing? I just walked for 20 minutes. I did 30 jumping jacks. Let's take a look. I'm real curious at this point now. All right, see? All that walking, and it's down 98.1. Normally, I would be letting my brown fat warm me up as I've been sitting here post ice bath, but today it's going down. I think the walking warmed me up, so the brown fat maybe didn't have to work as hard. See, that's my concern. If the brown fat doesn't work as hard, will I get the benefits that I'm trying to do with the cold showers if I do this post ice bath walk and jumping jacks? The jumping jacks were fun. You guys like jumping jacks? Or squats, air squats? The air squats I will have to be careful with because, yeah, that left knee has been giving me trouble. I hope your body doesn't overheat with everything. Yeah, trust me. And I'm even in the morning times bulletproof. In the morning times, some mornings I will get up. I am so hot, warm from all the thermogenesis things that are happening that I jump into the Morosco Forge for like a minute. I'll go in for 30, 45 seconds, dunk under the last 15 seconds. I come out of the water. I do not say woo at 7 o'clock in the morning. I do love my neighbors more than that. So, but I go, woo. So, I see the kitty cat. Yes, Miss Peaches is up there. My little old lady, 18-year-old cat. I give her loving, all her loving. All right, guys, let me get out of here for now. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. I am constantly learning new things about cold therapy, so always stay tuned. If you have not paid attention to my One Step Deeper podcast, it just aired over on YouTube as well as on Instagram, so go watch that video. If you'd rather listen to it, it does air on Monday. So onestepdeeperpodcast.com. And then I'm also going to upload that interview that Dr. Thomas Seeger did from Morosco Forge with me. That was a great interview. There was so much information that he shared, information that I shared. I think you're really going to like it. I whittled it down right to an hour. I put a lot of graphics in there. He mentioned a lot of books. I mentioned a few books. So the pictures are in there. We put little videos of me doing the ice baths. You'll see, it's very well done. I had an upload error today. I've tried 4 times and it just keeps giving me a headache. That's the behind the scenes stuff that you don't see. But all right, let me get out of here for now. And you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.